So day 118 off the trail, but still on my AT adventure, I suppose. So Greg today has asked me. He's a lecturer, or not a lecturer. He does some classes where some people would like to know about the AT and things like that. So he's actually asked me to come and be a guest speaker today and go through my experiences of the hike. So that'll be interesting, and I'm looking forward to actually doing that. He's also helped me today. His brother had some luggage that he didn't want anymore, so went round there, and it fits perfectly for my pack. And he also gave me a duffel bag, so I was going to carry on luggage, so I've got something to put me pack and everything in for when the flight's done and organised. This afternoon I may just go to another movie just to break up the time while I'm waiting. I think it'll be on Monday, my flight, just because it's a bit short to get it in there and make sure I get to the train station before Saturday, and Saturday and Sunday flights are a little bit dearer, so likely to be Monday. And it's a 5-hour bus trip. Their buses have Wi-Fi in them, charging stations, free movies, free snacks, free soda, so quite luxury. But yeah, it's a 5-hour trip in, and I want to make sure I get in with plenty of time. I have to get from the centre of New York then out to the airport, which probably have to go to Grand Central Station, which is a couple of blocks from where I get dropped off, and then go out to the airport. So I want to make sure I've got enough time to do all that and not get lost. So I'm not going to rush it, and I think that means I have to leave it till Monday. So yeah, just waiting for that flight to be organised. Hey viewers, day 119, Reboot here. I'm still in a place called Wilder, which is near New Hampshire, New Hanover. Hanover in New Hampshire. And I've organised my plane back now, so I'm leaving on Monday night from New York, and I'll probably leave on the bus from here on Monday morning. It's a 5-hour trip that will give me the afternoon in New York. I might go to Times Square and the Empire State Building, although I will have a luggage bag that my pack will be in. What's happened the last couple of days, I went to the movies yesterday afternoon just to break it up. Greg, he's the guy who owns this place, had to go to work today. He trusts me and left me in the house, so appreciate that. And yesterday I did one thing that I haven't really talked about the trail, but he runs courses at the Dartmouth University or college, whatever it is, so quite a prestige college. And he was running a course around the AT yesterday, and he asked me to come and present with him. So for 2 hours yesterday, we were in there presenting to a lot of people that were interested about the trail, generally some older people that were looking at either retiring and doing some of it or what's involved. And I really enjoyed it. I had a good time explaining what had happened with me, how it all worked. They were very, very interested, and I could have kept going. It continues next week, but I'll be back in Australia by then. But I could have chatted with those people for hours. There was 18 in the class, and they got a lot out of it, I think, and I definitely got a lot out of it, and Greg was very appreciative that I come and help. So that is basically what they call like a work for stay. I actually come and did some work, although I did enjoy the work, and which pays for my accommodation. Quite a lot of the hostels do this sort of thing, where hikers will come along and they can't afford to stay, so they'll actually help. They'll do some of the washing of the linens and dishes and things like that, help coordinate hikers as they come through, and then once they've done that for a few days, then they'll move on and not have to pay for their accommodation. So it works out well for the people who run the hostels, because they do need the help, and it also works out for the hikers. It saves them some money. So the Whites also have the White Mountains, a bit I was just short of. They have huts up there that day hikers and overnight hikers can hike to, and it's like 120, 130 a night, and they have meals and that provided to them. I think they're helicoptered in, and obviously with so many people coming through and getting served food and all that, then dishes need to be done. So some of the thru hikers will come in. They usually have 3 or 4 spots where they'll allow people to do work for stay, so it won't cost them anything, and they can stay for free. The ones that don't get the work for stay can have something, if there's any leftovers, get to have it leftovers, but then they have to move on and find a camp area, normally a certain distance from the huts. You can't actually stay near the huts. I was talking to a guy that was here the first night. He was southbound. He tried on 4 occasions to do a work for stay, and on 3 times they had a spot for him, so only on 1 occasion did he miss out. He actually got some food there and moved on about a quarter of a mile, and he's a hammock camper, so it's a lot easier for him to find a stealth spot, because he just needs 2 trees to hang his hammock from, where if you've got a tent you've got to find a flat spot, and in the Whites I believe that's not as easy as finding 2 trees. Alright, so just coordinating now what I'm going to do for the next 3 days. It's Thursday today, so I've got Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Head out Monday, so I might see if there's some sightseeing I could do that Greg could possibly take me to, or I'll be just sitting watching TV and putting some of this weight back on, which I don't really want to do, but there's not a lot I can do, so that's where I'm at. I thought I'd go for a little walk today just to break up the day. Come down to the river, and there's a nice river trail, and it's nice and quiet. Beautiful river. It's got a boat. I'm standing on a boat landing at the moment, so you can actually launch boats from here. It's nice and quiet. So it's day 120 of my trip, and I am with these lovely 2 ladies, which is Greg's ex-wife has taken me out to a lake while Greg's at work today. They use it like a beach in Australia, so plenty of people here enjoying it. It is school holidays at the moment. It's a really nice setting. There's some tables under the trees over there. You can camp in the trees over the back there. There's a concession stand to buy some food. It's just a really nice setting. So we're going out to a dinner at a place called Jesse's. It's a steak place. It's Saturday night. As Greg has been helping me, I said I'd take him out to dinner, and his ex-wife and his boarder Phil also asked to come along, so the 4 of us going out to dinner. Oh, we're in the lodge for dinner, and it looks beautiful, really nicely done.